Namaste, Jai Bharat. I would like to talk about the Tamil Nadu politics, the Dravidian politics, and the role of Hindi hatred in that. Actually, there is no Hindi hatred. Tamils don't hate Hindi, it's wrongly projected. But they were given a kind of feeling by the GMK politicians that there is a North Indian uh, imposition of language. Nobody is imposing any language in anyone. They start the whole thing with the three language formula. The three language formula that where you have to learn three languages. Actually, you should welcome that three language formula. Until they try to say in UP they don't learn Tamil. In UP they won't learn Tamil. They need not to learn Tamil. But the UP person who is coming and working in Tamil Nadu, look at Tamil Nadu, he speaks Tamil. He learns Tamil. Professor, I should take the name, Godavari Mishra was teaching in the Madras University, professor of philosophy. He speaks Tamil as fluent as that. His mother tongue is not Tamil, he had come from north. So where it is required they learn. But you don't have to learn in advance any southern languages. Someone from UP need not learn, and he doesn't have to learn until he is required. He will learn when he is required. Things around you see. You look at Tamil Nadu in Chennai. There are how many people who are not Tamil speaking? Vast majority of them must be Telugu speaking. And in the Coimbatore, that here in Tamil Nadu, there are so many traders who are Gujaratis, from Gujarat. They all speak Tamil. You don't know that he is a Gujarati. When you ask him, then only he speaks Gujarati. Or when he comes to know that we are from Gujarat, he speaks to Gujarati. Otherwise, they are Gujarati also, is not that refined. They are more comfortable in Tamil. Born and brought up in Tamil, are second, third generations. So when someone comes there, he will automatically learn language. But that's not the case with Hindi. The case with Hindi is that it's a national language, number one. Number two, don't forget, be careful to understand this. Hindi is the fourth largest spoken language in the world. Fourth largest spoken language in the world. People those who go to Middle East, people those who go to countries, Gulf and know that they use speak Hindi. They call it as Urdu because actually there is no language like Urdu. I said several times that Pakistanis have adulterated everything. They have adulterated Hindi and called it as Urdu. Otherwise there is no such language like Urdu. It's Hindi basically. For us it's Hindi. That's sufficient for it to survive. Everyone speaks that language. They get into a taxi, you don't speak English in Dubai. Get into a taxi, you hardly speak Arabic. You don't know Arabic. Many of us don't know Arabic. Someone must be learning, but not normally. Just go there and spontaneously speak Hindi. Your work is done everywhere. Most of us, not only in Bharat, Hindi is spoken. It's the fourth largest spoken language in the world. Apart from the fact that it's a national language of Bharat, we need a language to unite us. And don't try to juxtapose Sanskrit with Hindi, because Hindi is the mother tongue of many people. Sanskrit, the case is not that. Sanskrit is a synthetically created language. It's nobody's mother tongue. Sanskrit is a language so carefully, so intelligently and wisely created by the acharyas of our acharyas, with a specific and explicit purpose of carrying maximum energy with minimum energy loss. Carrying maximum energy with minimum energy loss. What's the function of a language? A language actually deciphers your thoughts into linguistic form, and here ciphers your thoughts into this language content, and then the listener deciphers it. And in Sanskrit language, the energy loss in ciphering and deciphering is minimum. So that's a language which is created with the explicit purpose of carrying maximum knowledge with minimum words. Look at the suktas and the Vedas. Look at the mantras. That is what makes it mantra. Minimum words, minimum language with maximum content of meaning. And Sanskrit is the only language which can carry these things because it is created with that purpose. It's no one's mother tongue. Like English is no one's mother tongue in Bharat except the Anglos. But we all speak English so normally with our own accent, whatever it is. We do speak normally. We don't imitate anyone's accent. We have our ways of speaking English. We call it as Indian English. The whole world calls it as Indian English. But then that doesn't mean that English gets a primacy over Hindi. Can't get. Can't get. Similarly, no one is imposing. See, the DMK does their politics with saying that through Hindi, the North Indians, that word is very it has to be taken with a pinch of salt, trying to impose Hindi on Tamil Nadu. Don't you think Tamil Nadu is an integral part of Sanskriti Bharat? Everyone in Bharat is an integral part of Sanskriti Bharat, and no one entirely can claim a Bharatiya Sanskriti as belonging to any region. But look at every region has its own contribution to the mainstream Bharatiya Sanskriti. Contribution is always both the ways. You contribute and you receive. That is Bharatiya Sanskriti. Where the contribution of Tamil is significant. Tamil Nadu's contribution is significant, and no one underestimates it, and everyone recognizes it. And we all know Tamil is the oldest spoken language of the world. We all know, and that respect naturally goes in Tamil Nadu. That doesn't mean that politically you alienate Tamilians. Tamilians are a very broad-minded people, and believe me, Tamilians are a very cultured kind of people. They're very religious people. They're hardcore Hindus. They follow Hindu Dharma as a Hindu from Kashmir follows. There's no difference. They have the same respect and practice in the similar way the Hindu Dharma wherever it is done in Bharat. They are not different. They can't be different. So Tamilian per se is very religious, much more religious than many other people. Look at the South Indian movies which are made in Hindi. It comes with some worship towards some Hindu deities. But the producers and the directors, their emotions. So Tamilians are hardcore Hindus. Therefore, they're also hardcore Bharatiyas, undoubtedly. The poet is called Subramanya, himself is called Subramanya Bharati, not Subramanya Tamil. Tamil has its distinct respect, and we do give it. And you don't have to demand it, it's coming spontaneously. Now, these DMK politics actually estranges Tamilians. They are trying their best to estrange Tamilians from mainstream, for which this generation suffer. Then the argument is that there is 3 language formula in the south, and UP they learn only 2 languages. Why don't the UP fellow learn Tamil? Who says that a UP fellow refuses to learn Tamil? He doesn't have to learn 3 languages in UP because his mother tongue is Rashtrabhasha. He will not learn Tamil until he has a reason to go and live in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has got so many factors. It's a state with very serious, very powerful industries. That makes a lot of revenues. And people living there, they do speak Tamil. They learn Tamil. They understand Tamil, they learn Tamil. And how about the trading community in Tamil Nadu? So many Gujaratis are there. And going from Gujarat, I won't be able to even recognize them as Gujaratis until they speak. They don't even look like Gujaratis. They have got acculturated and acclimatized with the Tamil ways of living. Because there is no cultural difference between Tamil and Gujarati. That's what I am trying to say. Essentially, it is Bharatiya Sanskriti and different variations of Bharatiya Sanskriti. So, when it is required, anyone from any part of the world will learn any language in any part of Bharat. There are so many Bangladeshis in disguise of Bengalis going and working in, especially more in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, that zone. Because there is less check, less filtration of the infiltration. Now, you ask these Bengalis, I speak Bengali, so it's easy. You ask them, what's your name? They will say either Raju, Munna, Bablu. They won't say because their names are different. From the name, we'll ask you, are you from Addamas? They will say, I am from Assam or from Malda. They would never say they are from Bangladesh until you corner them. Till they look, you are not speaking Bengali, you are speaking Sylheti. Then there will be a man, sisters that come to Malda long back. Or you say, you speak, then my man sing Bengali. then of course somebody will openly say, yes, yes, we are originally from Bangladesh. And there are so many such Rohingyans. You can't differentiate Rohingyans from Bengalis because they speak similar language. They speak actually Bangla, broken Bangla, Rohingyans. They don't have a distinct language. They don't speak Tibeto-Burman language like the Arakkans, the Myanmars. So the Dravidian politics actually estranges Tamilians. Estranges, are trying to estrange Tamilians, which won't work anymore. In the past, the Dravidian politics stood up because people were not aware. They were kept, they were kept in darkness by these people's talks and their kinds of gimmicks and politics. And they give them, DMK gives freebies to people. Sometimes the TV, sometimes Mixis, sometimes something else, giving freebies and giving this thing that you people are dominating, do be against Hindi. And there was an anti-Brahmin movement some time back, anti-Brahminism, who suffered? Nobody suffered. Nothing happened to the Brahmins. Nothing happened to the Brahmins in Tamil Nadu. And similarly, Kerala, the communist speaks of Brahmanic hegemony. Kerala Brahmins are very few in number, very powerless people, mild characters. Not like Tamil Brahmins, they are not mild characters, the fighters. Kerala Brahmins are very mild characters because number is very less. But nothing happened to the Brahmins, in spite of Brahmanical hegemony called by the communists. So this DMK is trying to estrange and alienate Tamilians from the mainstream. And who suffers? Not the DMK leaders. Their children are studying abroad. They don't have to come and live in Lucknow for a job to make a living. They don't have to go to Vadodara to get a job and living. There are people coming to north part of this part of Bharat from Tamil Nadu, and the extent of suffers. My sons are working in corporate sector, senior positions, executives. They say that how these people suffer. They come and can't understand a word and can't speak anything. Some people out of pity talks to them in English and they're able to reciprocate. But then day-to-day life, how can you live without knowing Hindi? Whose mistake is that? They are all very enthusiastic in learning Hindi, but they were denied an opportunity of speaking the Rashtrabhasha, of learning Hindi. Because the political party, the politicians, especially DMK, their existence is on the basis of hatred. It is something like Pakistan is existing in the name of Hindu hatred. These people are doing precisely the same thing in a different manner. Dislike them. We are great. You are great. Who's telling you you're not great? We agreed your greatness. We understand. We recognize you. But you don't have to impose on us. We know it. And without your telling you, get your due respect. Who doesn't get due respect? Which Tamilian doesn't get due respect? In whichever part of Bharat. His work is great. His mind is great. We know it. And everyone knows it. Why should I say we know it? The whole people know. South Indians have some distinct specialities, work culture, etc. So many things are there. Everybody has their own specialities that we recognize because ours is a nation with all kinds of variations of the same thing. So this politics actually destroys, estranges. The politicians in Tamil Nadu should correct that. Otherwise, in Tamil Nadu, how many people in Chennai regularly speak Tamil as mother tongue? Check. Many of them are Telugus. Their mother tongue is Telugu. How many in Coimbatore? How many traders have the language as mother tongue? Tamil as a mother tongue. So Tamil Nadu, there are so many people whose mother tongue is not Tamil. They speak their mother tongue, but they all speak Tamil. They all speak Tamil and live like Tamils. That's the point. They get mixed with the people and live like them. That's our Sanskriti. Because we share the same Sanskriti. The differences in language is only variations at the periphery. Deep, we have the same Sanskriti that unites us and that makes us coexist. In the Rigveda, we have the epistemology of coexistence. We coexist very spontaneously. And the Dravidian politics can't estrange people say that you are Dravidians. One more point I would make before I conclude. Dravidian is not a racial identity. Dravid is a geographical identity. There are people from the area Dravid. That's how Tagore wrote Dravid Utkala Benga. They are all geographical identities. Punjab, Sindh, Maratha, Gujarat, Dravid Utkala Benga. This is geographical identity. Utkala, today's Odisha. Benga, Assam, Bengal, and the entire northeast. It's a geographical identity. Gujarat, of course. And Dravid means the entire Dravid area. It's not a racial identity. It's a geographical identity. A Gujarati living in Chennai is counted as Dravid in the Dravid area. That's it. So this kind of Dravid movement has fetched you results in the past, starting from Karnanandi onwards. You are reaping the results of separatists, the destructive politics. But that won't happen anymore. Sensible Tamils won't give in to you anymore. So if you continue this anti-Hindi propaganda, you won't get votes. People won't vote you. And you will be out from politics. We shall meet again with some other thought. Till then, Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.